Hey, Michelle here, your friendly dietitian. Let's talk about fiber today. Yes, fiber. There's a reason that all these oatmeal companies are spending tons of money to try to get your attention on why to eat oatmeal. All right, there's other ways to get fiber, but that's a really good way. Let's talk about what it is, why we need it, and what other sources there are of it. Okay, number one, what is fiber? Fiber is an insoluble product that goes into our body, typically from a carbohydrate source, whether it be legumes or fruits or vegetables, legumes meaning beans, right? Or any type of whole grain stuff. So there we're talking about the oatmeal. All right, so what that does in our body is there's two different types basically. One would be a soluble type and one is an insoluble. The soluble goes in, kind of forms a little bit of a gel and keeps things moving through. All right, that type will actually keep you full a little bit longer, kind of help your system a bit. The insoluble is going to, in a way, think about it as not being digested and helping things move through, but kind of scraping its way through. So that's where you're going to help with cholesterol, that sort of thing, getting things like out of the intestines that don't need to be in there. All right, why do we need fiber? They keep telling us, number one, decrease our cholesterol, right? There's a little bit we can do with that, but seriously, in the end, there's a little bit, all right? But it helps. So cholesterol lowering, decrease our risk for heart disease. That's a pretty big one, right? So get in some fiber. Another thing is going to help us stay full longer. We talked about carbohydrates in a different series, and one of the things with carbohydrates, like I said, fruits, vegetables, beans, nuts, all those things are going to help us stay full longer because when we digest fiber, it slows down the digestion process. All right, it's going to take our blood sugars and even them out a little bit more. All right, so that's why fiber is such a good thing. It also gives us a little bit of bulk in our system so we feel full longer. Right, that's helpful for those weight loss issues, right? All right, so the reasons we're getting fiber are many. Let's talk about what our sources of fiber are, okay? Sources of fiber are going to be not only just the oatmeal, but any types of beans, meaning like black beans, pinto beans, lentils, anything like that are a great source. You're going to get about 5 grams per half cup of beans. All right, what do we need for fiber? Let's talk about that real quick. Men, you're going to need around 35 grams of fiber per day. Women, around 25 grams of fiber per day. All right, women, get the heads up on this one. All right, we don't need as much, but it's still difficult. If you think about a half a cup of beans being 5 grams, one apple is only going to give you somewhere around 4 grams. A half a cup of broccoli, we think we're doing so well with that, is really only give you about 2.5 grams of fiber. Okay, so start looking at labels. Figure out what's going to give you a good bang for your buck when it comes to fiber, because you need it and you need a lot of it during the day. Okay, the biggest thing that we don't really want to talk about would be that it keeps us regular. Yep, very important, keeps us from feeling bloated, but it also keeps things moving through. So eat your fiber, check out labels because you need a lot of it, but you can get it from, like I said, fruits, vegetables, beans, carrots, peas, whole wheat fruits or whole wheat grains, anything like that. So look at labels when you're checking out breads or any type of processed foods, bars, anything like that. Make sure you get some fiber in there. Good for the body, good for the system, but also going to keep you stay full a little bit longer. All right, check out those labels, get that fiber in. You'll be a happy camper if you do.